I was asked, what is a screw shot and how do you do it? Well, the screw shot is a version of a jab. It's sometimes called a corkscrew shot and it's sometimes called an up jab. From this position, what happens is the hand is actually thrown to land with the palm facing up. But that's only part of it. Really what's important is how we set it up, what we do with it, where it's used, which bit of equipment to do it on, and what to follow it up with, because quite frankly, that's the most important thing with this. This is what it looks like in normal time. There. It's very, very quick shot, and it's a sneaky shot because it comes through a guard. If you've got someone that's got a good guard, it's hard to come round because they tend to be blocking. Also, they can be parrying like this. So the screw shot, very, very slowly, what I do, I drop very slightly the front knee. I drop the knee and I step forward just a half a foot length, a small amount. Then what I do is this shoulder drops as well. That's the giveaway that the screw shot is coming, and you can parry it like this rather than there, more like this. Okay, can you see that? So what I do is I step forward a little bit like that, drop the shoulder and put that punch in there. Now you can turn the palm a bit like this if you prefer. If the gap is really tight, that can sometimes get through, but technically really it's kind of about here, give or take there. Not quite upside down, but it's like a long range uppercut if you like. I think about 45 degrees is a great angle to throw this punch at. So what we do is a little step there. And I move my head off the center line as I do it very slightly, but not so much as it causes me to overbalance. It's very important that my front foot is not pointed straight forward. It's at 45 degrees with this because otherwise I will overbalance to this side and that's not good. Okay. So now you know where it's used, how it's defended, and what the purpose of the thing is. It's a scoring jab. How do you set it up? There's several different ways you can set it up. Feinting with the backhand is a really good way of doing it. Moving that shoulder forward is one of my favorites. They think that this punch is coming if you move that forward there, and this has the effect of dropping that. Your head is off the center line a bit and then pop. It's a lovely shot that comes in from there. So my favorite way is just to drop that shoulder forward and then throw it there because it transfers the weight onto that front leg, giving it a little bit more power. So that's a great way of doing it. You can also do this, and I do this a lot. I vary it, so I'll be throwing a jab, normal jab there like that, and then I'll just change it there. Sometimes what I like to do is a triple jab using 3 different methods. I'll throw the jab that's normal, then I'll throw the up jab, and then I'll throw the over jab, and I'll come over the top. So what I'll do is I'll go jab, 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 like that. 3 different jabs coming from different angles, hitting different parts of the gloves or head. That can be confusing. What do you follow it up with? Well, there's an obvious choice with that. It's really obvious. Because as you've thrown this punch here, because of the way that the weight is, the overhand right is the perfect shot to follow it up with. Not just a straight right, because it tends to raise the head up a bit and it'll create a gap. So give it a choice. If it's for me, from there, I would throw the screw shot and the overhand right like that. Let me do this on this bag. So from this position here, I would throw this to there and then over there like that, okay? So that's where I'd throw it. What equipment do I like to do it on? I like to do it on the maze bag. It's head weight, it's about 8 kilos, 9 kilos in weight, and you want to hang it roughly about shoulder height. This is a little bit too low for me, but I can still do the demo. So I'll set up my range. There we are. It's an absolutely lovely shot, just from there. Just on its own, quite powerful, comes up there. Then throw the overhand right. I like a cross-arm defense at the end of it as well. There you go, the screw shot.